Right, in this problem, we are going to construct a shape similar to this with some thing new. That is, we do have an angle right here. So here are the dimension, and let's take to the problem. First, I'm going to go to Sketch, and I'm going to go ahead and sketch it based on the information that given, but I'm going to use the slot. All right, so it's right under where the rectangle is. Just drop down and use the slot, and I'm using the center to center slot. And let's see. Uh, the problem is a little weird, so you have to rotate it in a different way to end up looking like the problem itself. So for this problem, you can draw it however you like, or what you can do is you can go in here and let's say I click on the front. I'm going to right click on the front. I'm going to set the front at the top. Okay, so then from that, I'm going to go ahead and start sketching my things. Here I am sketching a slot, and I'm doing it on this plane right here, XY plane. So I'm going to construct a horizontal line segment with the measurement of 125.3 and 133.42. So those right there, um, 125.3. So I'm going to do that one first, and then I'll hit enter. And then I can go, and you can see I can use that now to go up and down to make my little slot section. Now this right here will give me some measurement, so I can just do that, drop it, and then I'm going to go into my drawing itself to see what the dimension of that one is. That is 22.36. So I can go ahead and grab my dimension, and I'll put that as 22.36, hit enter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same slot here. I'm going to go to this endpoint, and then I'll draw a segment like this, which in this case is 133.42. All right, 133.42. Hit the tab key. I apologize. Hit. We don't need angle in this case right here. So, or you can see we have some angle that we need to do. So I'm just going to randomly drop it right there for now. And then I can randomly drop it as well. I know the dimension of this one is the same. So that is 22.36. Okay. Then with this information, I can now go ahead and trim certain things. I don't need this little section. Uh-oh. Let me see here. Escape. I don't need this part because it's overlap. I don't. I only need one of those. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna get rid of that, and then now I can trim this stuff a little bit here. Okay. So that I have that. I'm gonna click on this measurement real quick to move it outside of the shape. Okay. All right, what I'm going to do is can also confirm the measurement here, and you can see 22.36. It just hit enter there. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we do have a dimension of this angle. So click on those. This is going to be 74.4, enter. And also we do have a fillet of 20 right here. So I'm going to do 20, hit enter there, and then I'll select my two section here, hit escape. That is a 20 right there. Just gonna drag it up a little bit so it's up here instead of down there. Okay, and that's my angle. When it's all done, I'm gonna go ahead and go to 3D model, and I believe for this problem we are extruding it to be 10 millimeter. So I'm gonna go ahead and extrude, and then I got the measurement already in there. I'll click OK, and now click on the home button. That's what the shape looked like. Okay, now I can rotate the shape to look similar to the one from the video. So there it is, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to my house up here. I'm gonna go ahead, click on that. You can see how it's moving now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. move it to the view that I prefer so that it's matched the question. So let's stay there. I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna go down to and set current view as home from a fixed distance. Now if I click house again, nothing changed. Then I can rotate things around. I can move things around. And then I can move things around again. And then when I click the house, I go back to this view right there. Enjoy.